wasn't any recent varsity sports this past week for Mohawk, but that doesn't mean it wasn't an exciting week in other sports. To lead off, we're checking out the Jays' season opener, and it was a great run last year through the playoffs, which included some franchise-defining moments like the Jose Bautista bat flip of the century. So, as we got the highlights underway from the Tropicana Field Stadium under the roof in Tampa Bay, Florida, no sun, Edwin Encarnacion would get the Jays on the board first, top of the first, with a lining two-run single into right center. He had not taken a bat all spring training beforehand. In the bottom of the third, Evan Longoria, Jay Killer, got the Rays on the board with their first run of the season. An RBI single slashed into right, but the Jays responded in the top half with their very similar slash single into right from Kevin Pillar. That put the Jays back up by 2-3-1. Troy Tulowitzki, though, hammered the Jays ahead by two more into a 4-run lead, 5-1 in the top of the eighth with a 2-run blast to left, the first home run of the year, and that was enough for Marcus Stroman, who did 8 solid plus innings, a 3-run ball to get the Jays the victory. It was a great start to the year for the Jays, also considering they won last night in their second game 5-3 against the Rays. Josh Donaldson went yard, and Michael Saunders, the Canadian, also hit his first home run for the team. Kevin Pillar was his usual self with a great catch in the outfield. So make sure you catch them again tonight on Sportsnet 1, starting at 6:30 with Blue Jays Central. So now on to some Raptor highlights. They were on the road in San Antonio against the league's best team at home in the Spurs, and they were finding it very tough to handle two of their main offensive weapons. That would be Kawhi Leonard and this man, LaMarcus Aldridge, finishing with the early slam in the second. Then Kawhi Leonard from the outside, book it, three-pointer from afar. Then Kawhi again, cutting, driving, and finishing with the easy right-handed kiss off the glass. Going forward, LaMarcus Aldridge doing what he wants with Patrick Patterson down low in the paint. The Raptors needed something to put an end to this run. Well, they got a little bit. Norman Powell with the pickoff late third, able to slam down over two Spurs defenders. That led to the Raptors cutting the deficit to 6. Then Patrick Patterson's tip back made it 4 with just 2:50 to play, but the Raptors wouldn't get any closer. Kawhi Leonard driving and finishing the fadeaway over DeRozan, and then the next time back down the court, able to add to the lead with another jumper. So a tough loss against the Spurs, but the Raptors showed the type of resiliency that will get them out of the first round, we hope, this year in the playoffs, which is really all, as a fan base, we want to see. It has been a great year, of course, for the Raptors. They've already broke their franchise record in wins with games still to go. In their next game, they will play against the Hornets at 7:30 tonight. You can catch that game on TSN 1 or TSN 4. So now for your latest on Leafland news. Jaromir Jagr and the Panthers were in town last night. There's a little selfie with a throwback Jagr jersey. We'll go to the early second period to pick up where the scoring begins. Nick Bukestad puts home the rebound here early, gives Florida the 1-goal advantage. Yuri Hudler tried to get them ahead by 2, but Jonathan Birnie able to stuff the right glove between him and the post, make a great save on the Leafs penalty kill. However, Rob Grimaldi, after burying his second of the year and third of his career, grabbed his second of the game and fourth of his career minutes after. That put the Panthers up by 3 going into the third. The Leafs tried to make a bit of a comeback, got a little unlucky here. Early in the period, Brad Boyes get called for goaltender interference when really he was just kind of standing on the edge of the crease. With that one marched off, the Leafs would start a bit of a fiery comeback, quickly scoring 3 straight times, including this TJ Brennan rebounder, and then Colin Greening able to find himself wide open in front from the Boyes pass. That cut the lead to 1 with 8 minutes left, but the Leafs would not get any closer, and unfortunately that would be as close as they come. The Panthers able to win and advance themselves closer to a division title. So the boys almost were able to bring it back, couldn't quite get it through, but a great effort, and this is what we've been associating with the Leafs more and more as the year seems to come to a finish. So with 3 games left, the Leafs have one tomorrow against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and now back to you guys at the desk.